Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tennyson E Stead, writer and director and producer with 8-Sided Films, founding member here with another 8-Sided blog. And we've talked a lot about the importance of building community, the importance of investing in our community, because our community is what makes our shows great, and our community is what makes sure that people are in seats when the show opens. And one really, really simple aspect of that showpersonship that too many people in Hollywood overlook because they're busy, because there's so much other stuff going on, or just because they don't particularly like going out and seeing other people's work, is exactly that, going out and seeing other people's work and supporting the folks in our community that we consider to be meaningful and worthwhile. You know, and it's not just about seeing other people's movies. Those movies happen rarely enough, but it's really important to stay in tune with the live theater community and to make sure that we're seeing the stuff our actors are in. It's really important to be going out and seeing the work of the musicians that we're connected to. Live performance is a huge, huge, huge part of what keeps our community alive, and it's a big, big part of how we relate to one another creatively. You know, one of the advantages that we have being in Los Angeles is that we constantly have the opportunity to perform for one another and entertain one another. And it says a lot when you don't show up. You know, it says a lot about the reasons why you're here in the first place. And it says a lot about what the work of our colleagues means to us when we do go and be there in the audience and have that experience and see what other people have to offer. And it says a lot about how we relate to the people around us when we fail to do that. And a lot of people in this town are very big about making promises and, oh, I'm going to be there, or, oh, I'll try to be there. And then, you know, where are you? And, you know, this particular blog topic was recommended to me by Maria Belluni, who is the woman I love and someone I end up talking about this stuff with a lot. And her point was, you know, if you go and see other people's work, they'll go and see your work. And if you don't go and see other people's work, they won't see your work. And that's true. It's absolutely true. I think it goes deeper than that. I think it's a statement about who we are. You know, if you're not in it for the show, what are you here for? You're in it for the fame? You're in it for the money? There's better reasons to do this work, and there's better ways to make money or find fame than, you know, slaving away in Hollywood trying to, you know, get on top of the other 700 people that show up in this town every day and make yourself a success. You know, there's faster ways to the top than this. So if you're not in it for the show, if you're not in it for the audience, and if you're not in it for the experience, and if you're not in it for the craft, you're fucking up. You're in the wrong business. And if you are, then you're surrounded by performance communities on every side. And how do you even know who your people are if you're not going out and seeing music and theater and dance and all the other ridiculousness that this town has to offer? Why, you know, why? Those are the shows. Some of those shows are terrible, and some of those shows are great. And if you don't know which are which, then how do you know who to work with? How do you know who you want to work with, or who is worth supporting, or who you want in your crowd? It doesn't make sense to me to not be a part of those communities. Comedy, obviously. Live comedy is a big part of the LA scene. You need to be going out and doing this stuff. You know? And if you have any questions about where to start getting involved in live performance and what's good to see, grab me on Twitter. You know, Tennyson E Stead, TennySoneStead. I'll be glad to recommend some great houses and the people that I, you know, regularly associate with, and there's plenty of good sketch comedy and, you know, improv. a lot of the best performers in the world are here in Los Angeles, and they just want you to buy a ticket. And, you know, in many cases, the tickets are between 10 and 30 bucks. You know, and it means the world that you're there. And it means something that you're not too. So, act accordingly. This is Tennyson E Stead. Thank you for watching. If you like these videos, give us a thumbs up. There's a subscribe button down here. We're going to start having a lot of information coming out in the next few months, hopefully, knock on wood, regarding the pre-production of quantum theory. So as things develop on that front, you're going to start to see more from the art department, and you're going to start to see things from the rehearsal process. As we bring the family together, you'll start hearing from the cast members again. And, you know, we're going to get things moving. So don't miss out. Give us a subscribe. Click the bell for alerts. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great night. Bye-bye.